Greetings, everybody. Welcome to SeptumSin versus the world. I'm SeptumSin. I've got Kotobukijake right
All
here.
right.
And maybe I might get some other people to join me. It's hard to say. I kind of did this last minute. Same thing's going to be with the Oscars. But the first thing we're going to do is change our brand to the appropriate one.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm going to end up not, I'm going to just advertise the other channel that I'm on.
Not that we mind it, but you know.
It is what it is. So with this, we're going to talk about what's out. I'm a little bit behind this time just because, well, apparently I have to, there it is. Bye-bye. Okay. I just got distracted by Oscars and all the stuff that was coming up. So let's see. This week's going to be the 29th. Oh, them lovely.
Very end of the month.
It's been a while since Jake and I have done this together.
And we haven't really done it quite this way, have we?
Well, I have with Dave and a couple others, but
we haven't.
So we're just going to take a look and things that just throw out. I'm sure that you're interested in The Apartment, of course.
Well, a lot of that first row, we got The Apartment, Ordinary People's getting re-released. That looks like one of those ones that folds open. It's kind of fancy looking.
Yeah, it's one of those Paramount ones that they released. I know you're up for The Last Waltz getting Criterion.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So Schizoid and X-Ray, there is a shot version of that, but I'm glad to see it's back in print. I know this because I have it. So let me see what this one is.
A Wonderful World of Something. Of the Brothers Grimm.
Oh, interesting. A 1962 Warner Brothers. I'm guessing animated.
That's what it looks like.
Let's see if it'll. There it is. That's kind of a cool looking cover there. Very different takes on it. That's kind of a cool thing. I always like seeing some of these, and it's a Warner Archive collection. So our second word, okay, Reform School Girl sounds funny.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, the original Star is Born getting Blu-ray.
Right next to Drop Dead Fred, because obviously.
Well, Drop Dead Fred got some infamy because the DVD release became extremely rare and was a very valuable one for resellers.
Okay.
So having it back in print like this is great. I believe is it Vinegar Syndrome that's releasing?
That's Vinegar Syndrome?
I want to say Vinegar Syndrome. Yep, Vinegar Syndrome.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they're not just horror. There are some horror elements to it. And Drop Dead Fred's about like this girl has has a imaginary best friend and stopped believing him, but then when she came back home to live, he started coming back again. Hard Rock Zombies and Slaughter. Is it Slaughter High? No. Slaughterhouse Rock. Interesting.
Also Vinegar Syndrome. Okay.
So let's see. Next row.
Yeah. Most of these don't catch my attention, although Sing 2 could potentially be in the Versus Awards. So it's worth looking at.
I've heard it's not as good as the first one.
Right.
And then the first one was kind of just okay. So, hey.
I liked it a lot, but it wasn't brilliant.
Yeah, like I say, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It was just,
It's probably a good contender for use of music and film, theoretically, and voice acting. Yeah.
So let's see. Magnum P.I., the complete series. Yes. I know you're going to be up on that.
Starring Tom Selleck's mustache.
So how much is that going to be going for? $119.
I'll wait for it to come down to $40. Especially with Mill Creek. I mean, Mill Creek, I ain't paying $120.
And there's a Criterion for you.
Love Jones. I know the title, but I don't know the movie. That's one I need to see, definitely.
All right.
And then we got a few other. Oh, there's Lupin the Third, The Mystery of Mamo. Not my favorite Lupin movie, but it was fun.
It's not. That's the first movie, isn't it?
I think it was the first animated one.
Animated movie. So that's kind of because the live action came.
Yeah.
That's a third release I've seen of that one.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, that's kind of weird because I feel like it's been released on Blu-ray before.
Hmm.
Pathogen looks appropriate for the times.
Something about the French New Wave. The House on
might...
the Edge of the Park. What is it? The Other French New Wave, Volume 1.
Oh,
That's also Vinegar Syndrome. Okay.
So I swear Vinegar Syndrome releases in batches.
I like French films.
Let's see.
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein getting a re-release. Wasn't that a Kenneth Branagh directed?
Yeah, and then they had De Niro as the monster.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. It was fairly accurate to the book.
Never saw it, and I need to.
I've got a copy. I just.
What do you bet we're going to get a few Kenneth Branagh re-releases coming up?
Yeah, probably. The Long Walk. That's one that's. I believe that's probably a Vinegar Syndrome.
It looks like it.
Yep, Vinegar Syndrome.
Okay, I know nothing about it though.
Old scavenger living on the fringes of near future society exploits ghostly companion's ability to traverse time, hope to prevent his mother suffering from a terminal illness. I've seen it before, and it's fairly decent.
Huh.
Fairly decent.
Fairly decent.
But not 100% decent.
Street Sharks, huh?
So now I guess the real question is, did you watch Street Sharks as a kid?
No.
You were younger than me, so
No, I don't know it at all.
Because when it came out, I was already 15, and I saw advertisements. I remember seeing the toys, but I was out of their demographic.
I think I remember the toys vaguely.
So let's see here.
City Hunter 3 getting a re-release. Nice.
Sybil was one of those that really kind of screwed over the mental health, not field, but just people's perception of mental illness. And but it's one that's a necessity. I think probably on their Black Friday sale, I'll pick up a regular copy. I doubt I'll get the one with the slipcover, but who cares? I'm really waiting for the City Hunter season 2 to do a full, because they did a part 1 and part 2 of season 1, and then a full-on season 1 release. So my hope is that they'll do a skim down of 2. I do plan on getting 3 and 91, which do have slates to be released, and then just have them all upgraded to Blu-ray.
Speaking of, is that a complete for My Hero season 4?
I think that must be a complete for season 4. No, season 5, part 1.
Then why does it say season 4?
Let's see. Season 5, part 1.
Yeah. Why did it say season 4? That was... Oh, no, it didn't.
No,
it just said
season F. We just filled it in with 4.
We filled it
because we were hoping to get that single edition.
I guess.
But I guess, yeah, they take a long time now before they release like full ones. So you got to really be patient to get that full season set.
I want it, though.
I mean, I've got the first 3 seasons, so I would love to get season 4 as a full set.
Didn't Dave watch that Requiem the other night? I remember him posting something about that.
Maybe.
Dagmar's Hot Pants Incorporated.
That sounds like a fun movie right there.
It sounds like it probably didn't age well, but...
So are you getting The Last Waltz on 4K, Blu-ray, or DVD, Jacob?
Well, right now I own it already, so I'm not... And it's part of a set. But that is one that I'd probably like to have a 4K Criterion.
I could see you double dipping.
I would double dip for the 4K, yes.
I feel like I've got that same set for the... Or I have a set, a set that has it.
I'm waiting for them to do more Scorsese generally. It's kind of sad that they haven't, you know?
So let's see down here.
Rick and Morty, is that, what is that?
I think it's probably 1 through 5, but I could be wrong. Yep, 1 through 5.
Okay.
Interesting
show.
Every time they release a season, then they release a subsequent set with all of those.
Oh, Skullface bookseller Honda-kun. I heard good, interesting things about that.
I have wanted to see that one.
Yeah.
And I am going to be putting it on my list. Matter of fact, one great thing about what I have, which is...
In Haikyuu Season 4.
Let me see.
Miss Koizumi loves ramen noodle. Is that what it says? Ramen noodles? Okay.
So let's see here.
They've got a few anime here. It looks like Tomorrow's Joe is a movie.
So
well,
Phantom of the Mall, which was I believe Pauly Shore's first acting credit, is getting a routine release now from Arrow. They had that nice release, and I do have that the big one.
Nice.
Because it's just it's such a cool concept. So that's a big one there. And you've already gone through the anime, Tomorrow's Joe and all that stuff. Let me go ahead and mark, because I do want to get Skull-Faced Bookseller on my list. See, I have a nice little app, and when I'm finished,
isn't that a Discotheque release?
See, now I have to go back. You're supposed to do it in the tab, because it doesn't always.
Oh, sorry.
Do it. Thank goodness that time did. Skull-Faced. Okay. And let's see here. Maybe that is Dave saying he is. No, that's not Dave saying he's here.
That's Michael McNally saying hi. Hi, Mike.
Hello, Mike McNally. Sorry if I missed that. I've been there just to so I might miss some of that because we're looking over the main release theme there.
Right.
So Skull-Face. Skull-Face Bookseller.
Yeah.
So add to my wish list, which is a cool thing about this app. I can add them all to my wish list, so I have the wish list with me.
Now, I know nothing about Other Side Picnic or Miss Koizumi, but they both sound interesting. You're going too fast. We didn't do that live.
Oh, we didn't?
I definitely want to mention that Sing 2 movie pack is better than just Sing 2.
Yeah.
And then what's this? The Day I Became a God. What is that?
The Day I Became a God, the complete season.
I know nothing about that, but it looks like it could be fun. It's Funimation.
Another Sybil there.
Yeah.
That's, I think, a newer
Young
release.
Rock. Ooh. Okay.
Let's see here. Again, more Pathogen, more Schizoid X-Ray.
There's another one of those French New Wave ones.
Ooh,
there's your favorite One Piece, Season 11, Voyage 7.
I'm glad I don't. God, I feel bad for the people collecting it that way.
Yeah, I know.
Those are in the 13 episode packs, which, God. That would make mine, that would be double what I've got. So instead of 28, it would be, let's see, 40, 56.
The Watermelon Heist. Huh.
Well, sometimes you gotta get watermelon, and sometimes it can be expensive. So, you want to, and if it's hot, you gotta get that watermelon.
And the contraband couldn't come through with the rest of it, so they gotta sneak it through 2 days later.
So let's see here. So the next one up on the list will be the 5th. So we can see if there's any. Nope, none left for this month.
Nope.
So that's kind of cool.
That does her.
So let's take a look at Kino.
Okay.
We go through our regular process when we do this. So let's see. Not re-releases, pre-orders.
Pre-orders.
So let's see what we've got. So Brighton 4 is one that's not going to have been on the list. I swear I didn't see that one. The Man from Planet X, Beyond Time Barrier, and Amazing Transparent Man.
Well, we got a couple here, it looks like.
Are good. So this is the only ones that are released for this week. Shakedown we covered, and this one was covered. Really, this one's probably the only one that didn't. This one is probably one I missed. So, some cool stuff on that. Then we'll go over here. Coming soon. So, this one got looked up as here. Jump Darling. That's interesting there.
I think we kind of skipped Marry Me, but, most people did.
Yep. Pursuit.
Yeah.
There's Sing 2.
Riding with Fire we missed.
That was a
Oscar nominee.
Well, see, and keep in mind that Blu-ray.com only shows it if it comes out on Blu-ray or 4K.
So who's releasing this?
So Riding with Fire might not be on there. I don't know who's releasing it. But it is coming out. It's probably only going to be DVD.
Yeah.
So that's probably why.
I will need to see that.
So
It was one of the Oscar nominees.
Yep.
Did not get a win, but did get
Yeah.
a nomination.
Documentary feature.
But that's why I go to these sites,
Mhm.
because sometimes it doesn't cover them.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here, especially if it's a DVD only release.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here.
We already got those.
Yep. This site usually only covers, usually gets TV releases that are more, okay, right stuff.com. So let's see what's coming out on Animu. I've heard some bad things about that route thing, like them basically shipping it with a slower time,
The what
and then
thing?
coming route that insurance thing that they're using over there. Not only do they take longer to ship sometimes, but they usually arrive damaged, and then they refuse to cover it, and if it's damaged, so it's and they look at you like you're the bad guy for complaining. Looks like the Konosuba movie,
good.
but that's going to be releasing a little bit later than what we would be covering. Yep. So let's see. And old to new. Got to do all these little settings.
It's interesting.
Right. So we've covered most of these. But let me see if you see any that you feel like.
I don't think we saw Ingress, but I don't know anything about it. Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And of course that. And Day Became a God. Other Side Picnic. Of course, Part 5, Season 5, Part 1. I think that the Pokemon one, let me make sure that one's not for the next week.
Well, I didn't see any of them from there on, so.
They don't always cover the Pokemon ones for some reason.
Yeah, that's 4 or 5.
So yeah, so it stops there. So it looks like Blu-ray.com did cover all of these.
Interestingly enough.
Also, what's weird is much like, well, it's not weird, much like others, if it is a DVD only release, they will not cover it. So that's pretty much everything this time around. I hope that you all have enjoyed this short but rundown of what's coming out for the week. If you did, of course, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and of course, share so that other people can know what's coming out. But we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye. Bye.